from parts unknown, this is Mr. Hartgrave.
We got a giant new patch for AEW Fight Forever this week, and along with that patch came leaks, and more leaks. We had leaks on Twitter, we had leaks on Discord, we had leaks on Reddit, we had leaks all over the place. Everything has basically been exposed about Season 2. It really makes me wonder why they didn't just release a roadmap when they released this patch, knowing that pretty much everything that you would want to know about Season 2 could just be found and exposed by anyone. It's on your computer. Literally, all the files are on your computer. But anyways, we are going to expose all those leaks. I'm going to give you my thoughts on that and as much other information as I possibly can in this video. But before all that, this.
I've been telling people on this channel to subscribe, and they won't.
Yes?
What can we do about that? Can you help me out? Maybe if you tell them to subscribe, they'll do it.
Threaten them. I'll threaten them for you.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. You don't have to do it or you're cursed. Yes, also bonus, sign up for Danhausen's Whatnot. You get a bunch of wonderful, exclusive Danhausen merchandise for auctions, or buy it now sometimes. Whatnot.com/lovethatdanhausen. Give me money.
Okay, before I give you a total breakdown of what's going on, we're going to just play some of these leaks that happened over here on Twitter, and basically... anyone who has a copy of the game right now and installed the latest patch, if you know what you're doing on PC, you can just unlock and play through the downloadable content, which, I don't know, man. The security on this game, it's not the best, but here's the Acclaimed in action. And they look pretty great. I mean, I wish they would just officially put out, some gameplay teasers and trailers, or supply people like me with them so that I can show you officially. But this is what we're dealing with. This stuff is out there. Anyone with the know-how can just access the downloadable content without paying for it, and then put that information out there on the internet. It's a little wild, but, it is what it is. All right, so there was the Acclaimed. Here's some more footage of the Acclaimed. And so this all came in very early. Like, as soon as the patch dropped, we started seeing this kind of footage come out, which is honestly kind of hilarious. I don't know. I feel like the AEW Fight Forever community has a bit of contempt for the AEW developers, the game company itself. I don't really know. I hear a lot of people demanding that Season 2 downloadable content be free. Well, here it is, guys. It is basically free. As far as I can tell, it's absolutely 1,000% free, and you can go have it right now. As long as you don't really have ethics that would prevent you from doing that. Me personally, I want to support the developers. I want to support AEW games. And so I'm not going to crack into this. I'm going to wait for it to come out officially. I'm not in any great rush to get my hands on Tony Storm and the Acclaimed. I can wait until that's released, until any potential bugs are worked out. I don't know, guys. But if this kind of thing interests you, here it is. Here's some gameplay of Tony Storm. This really isn't the interesting part for me, though. It's all the other stuff that's going to be coming, and let's start talking about that right now. So this is a little more in-depth information from you, looking around at all the different sources out there, and Reddits and Discords. We put together this bit of information here. So here are the Season 2 leaks. As far as, and this is all subject to change, this is all speculation. This is what might be coming, what is coming. I think we're pretty certain that the first downloadable content is going to be the modern Dynamite Arena, and I'm going to have some footage of that in this video as well. The modern Dynamite Arena plus the Acclaimed. We knew the Acclaimed were coming. That was a given. They've been teasing that for a long time. Downloadable content 2 is rumored to be Beat the Elite. That's a new game mode. We got footage of that as well. I did another video on that. That's very exciting. I'm very excited for the new Beat the Elite game mode, with one caveat, and we're going to get to that. But that looks really cool. It's like a battle. It's like a gauntlet match. I think it actually might just be a series of 10 matches. I don't think your health is going to carry over to each of the 10 from what people are telling me. This is based on an old game mode we used to have in another game from the same developer where it was just one fight after the other. Your health resets in between, and the challenge, I guess, is to beat them. I think that maybe the difficulty ramps up. I don't know. We'll have to find out. But the exciting part of that is that it's going to unlock a bunch of things. Another thing I found out is you're going to have multiple attempts for every round. There was another little bit of video from that out there. I mean, really, just when this stuff comes out, guys, put it in my hands. Give some early releases of these features so that a guy like me can talk and know what I'm talking about. I mean, what do I got to crack into the game myself so I can play the game mode so I can accurately describe it to people? Like, it's crazy. Anyways, Downloadables 3 is called The Storm is Coming. I assume that means Tony Storm. Maybe just Tony Storm. It seems like we might not be getting as many wrestlers as we thought. Who knows? Maybe all this is free. I don't know, guys. Like, I don't know who's going to pay for all this. Here's the other thing is downloadable content for, I mean, I would. I'll buy anything AEW related. You've seen my toy shelves. It's crazy. It's actually nuts. DLC 4 is, we don't know. So there's no information on that, but there was a bit of information on a supposed duo mode or team mode for Stadium Stampede. This is really out there in speculation. It's just a couple of lines of code or a couple of folders or whatnot. I don't know. Apparently there is, I think in the Battle Royale game type genre, there's a mode where you can team up with someone and then you can fight in teams. I think that would be interesting. That'd be fun. It's certainly, there's not a lot of people playing the game, so if I could team up with the one other guy that plays Stadium Stampede on PC and we could fight the computer, I guess that would be more fun than us trying to bash our brains in endlessly. Okay, I'll take it. Now, one distressing thing that I saw, and I'm letting Zeddy know, and you let me know down in the comments if you feel the same way, but I'm pretty sure you do. It's been rumored that mini games might be a part of Beat the Elite, the new game mode. Please, God, do not put mini games anywhere near Beat the Elite. Now, why am I so worried about that? It's because if you've ever played the mini games on the Elite difficulty, you will know that many of the mini games are basically unplayable on Elite difficulty. So if you are trying to beat the Elite on the hardest difficulty mode to unlock whatever you're trying to unlock, and you have to suffer through these mini games randomly or periodically, it would be horrible. People have already complained about the mini games in Road to Elite, and they are 1000% optional there. You don't have to play the mini games even once in Road to the Elite, and that's the way it should be. Me personally, I like some of the mini games. I don't think it's a horrible thing, but please keep them out of being the Elite. Beat the Elite. This game mode might be very important to keep people interested in this game until we get things like cage matches, which were also found in this in the code. Just a line of code about cage match. It looks like a placeholder, maybe something for season 3. This is what people really want. It is a shame that cage match isn't coming much sooner. Maybe it's part of DLC 4. I don't know. Why would they make you pay for Beat the Elite? Like, I have a lot of questions about this. Like, I understand the Acclaimed. I understand Tony Storm. It could be that more wrestlers are going to be added. I don't really think so, though. I think if we were going to see wrestlers added, I think they'd already be here. We already have footage of everybody. I think the wrestlers portion of this is done. How much this would cost? I don't know. I mean, it could be a really cheap season as opposed to the other season. Like, Beat the Elite could be free and just given to everybody and just added into the season, and then the price of it reduced. If they're trying to charge you for a new game mode, I mean, there is a lot of content in that game mode. It looks like Beat the Elite is going to let you unlock a lot of different customization options for the roster wrestlers. So I guess in theory they could charge for that. I don't think they should charge for Beat the Elite and everything tied to that. It feels like something that should have been there at launch. So that one feels really, I don't know. That would put it back. Look, I've been apologizing for this game. People have criticized me for being light on this game. If they're going to charge you for Beat the Elite, that is actually going to upset me. That is going to be a little far. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to be a hypocrite on that. I mean, the real thing to do is to get upset and then not buy it. But I don't know, guys. Let me know how you feel down in the comments below about that. And speaking of Beat the Elite, let's go ahead and show you Beat the Elite once again, in case you missed my other video on this. By the way, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. You don't want to get cursed. I don't want you to get cursed. Nobody wants you to get cursed. But yeah, here's Beat the Elite. And I already kind of played through this. And I think really it's just this screen that is the most interesting part of this, which shows you that it's you versus 10 opponents. And, oh, yeah, the customization screen's actually pretty great, too. This one right here. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to customization. So you're going to earn customization like this. Now, I've had a lot of people criticize this, that they don't want this. And I get that. Like, you want the official wrestler looks, like the updated roster looks, and I do, too. So that's why I don't think it should be paid. Like, if you were really putting in time to giving us like timeless Tony, like it looks like we're getting original Tony Storm. If they were giving us timeless Tony Storm and charging us for that, okay. If that was all tied into this game mode and there was a ton of customization, like legit costumes in here, then as a gaming community, we pay for that. Do we pay for silly little t-shirts and skins? I mean, I guess we do. But I don't know. I think they should have tied all this stuff. This is all the content that really should have been on a battle pass for Stadium Stampede to drive engagement on that game mode, because as soon as people stop playing Stadium Stampede, it dries up and it dies like it is now. I can't see anyone going back to this other than the hardcore obsessives who can't stop playing it. I see them out there. It's wild. They've got 300 victories. I have a few myself. I definitely was nuts about it, but if it had customization options unlockable, I think a lot of people would have been into it and would have been buying battle passes, once every month or once every couple of weeks. I don't know, guys. I'm not exactly happy about how they roll this stuff out. I am happy about what is being rolled out. All right, we got some more leaks here if you want to check them out. Let's go ahead and play them. We have the Acclaimed tag team intro. We didn't see this yet. It looks like the two intros put together. So there it is. Some of this stuff is funny to me when this leaks, and it's like, yay. All right, here it is. Here's the new Dynamite set. This is one thing I haven't shown on this channel, so let me go ahead and show the new Dynamite set. I'm really happy about this one. I think this is fantastic. And I think pairing a piece of content like this with some wrestlers is fine. I think if you want to charge me for the Acclaimed and throw in Dynamite, the modern set, I think that adds value. More value than mini games. Because remember, last time around we were throwing in mini games. This time around, we're going to throw in new arenas. I think that's absolutely fine. That doesn't upset me at all. If you want to pair Being the Elite with some wrestlers, I think that's great. If you want to just sell it to me on its own, a new game mode, I mean, it's got to be really cheap. I'm talking like $3, like a nominal fee, $2. Because that's what it kind of was. I've seen that happen in other games. Resident Evil comes to mind, where they would sell you some add-on game modes and then eventually put them out in the complete version of the game, which is honestly what I still kind of have to recommend for people who are on the fence about AEW Fight Forever, is to wait for like the Legendary Edition that's going to have all the potential game modes, the cage match, all this downloadable content, the full roster included in it. I mean, if that's where you're headed, is like, I really feel like we're playing a early access beta, which is fine. And that is most of the game. Guys, you got to understand, like, the reason why I don't have outrage about this is because that is where the industry is right now. That is basically industry standard, is releasing early access betas, calling them full games, charging you full price and then releasing a legendary or full edition later on down the road at a release price. Basically, you pay for the early access, you pay for the development of the game. I don't, whether that's right or wrong or good or bad is kind of beside the point. It's what's happening. It's what's been happening for 10 years. All right, I'm going to get off my soapbox now. Let's talk about the next item. There have been images released of the Allin Arena. Now, the Dynamite Arena, the new modern Dynamite Arena that looks absolutely legit. When we get it is speculation, but it does look like that will be coming to the game because it's in the game files and people are playing it. Now, the Allin, I want to specify, if you've seen images like this, if you've seen this out here, if you're getting excited about this, number one, this image looks like crap. The crowd doesn't even fill out all the empty space. It doesn't look right. And that's because this is a mod. That's right. This is it's on Nexus Mods. This is something that a user created. And it looks very good for that. As far as if this was going to be the official Allin Arena that they would be charging us money for, then no, I would not be excited about this. As a mod, it is phenomenal. It looks great. This shot looks great from certain angles. Right here we got no one. This is like what WWE fans think Allin was. Like literally, this is the shot that the WWE fans taking a bunch of copium think happened. Okay, not you sensible wrestling fans. I'm talking about you know what I'm talking about. The guys on Facebook who like to share the pictures of Dynamite. Before everyone shows up and after everyone leaves and not during the actual show. Okay. So it doesn't look right. The crowd doesn't, this is a really bad shot. If this was the official Allin that they were going to charge you money for, I think we would all be quite upset. But it's not. It's just a mod. It looks good. And as far as I know, mods have been shut down. Now, whether that is intentional or whether that is a bug and it's just causing an unfortunate kind of temporary setback on the modding scene, we don't know. We're going to find out with time. And at any time, a game company can close out its modding scene or work with them. I've seen game companies embrace their modding communities or fight them tooth and nail. I don't actually know what's happening here. It might just be a minor setback or a minor issue. We're going to find out in time. I think the modding scene is great. I think people that do this are geniuses. This is amazing. Do I partake in it? No, I like to be able to play everything officially. I don't want to crack into downloadable content or stuff like that. So this stuff doesn't really appeal to me, but it is cool. Like it gives you an idea of what they could do. And it seems like creating the Allin Arena might be a little bit beyond the technology that they're dealing with now. They might need to do some improvements on the back end so they can get more crowd pieces in here so that they could, open up the roof on it. I don't know. Like, there seem to be limits on the actual engine right now as far as doing this kind of thing or the parameters that they're dealing with. I don't know. Will we ever see an Allin Arena officially? I hope so. It was definitely a huge moment in AEW history, and it'd be great to see that come into the game. Our last item here is in regards to the Steam Deck. I know not a lot of people have a Steam Deck, but there is this issue on the Steam Deck where you can get banned from Stadium Stampede. And what the issue is, and this is coming from Ziddy on Discord, is we still have to get they still have to get the game listed. The game isn't like a listed officially, and that's why this Steam Deck issue is happening. Now, I did see that the sound issue is fixed. It seems like the sound issue was in fact fixed with this patch. Let me know if you're on the Steam Deck and it's not. But it does still seem like people are being banned on the Steam Deck just for trying to play the game. It's a slow approval process. And, the business director's dealing with it. And we hope to have news on it soon. I just wanted to give that update out there for anyone on the Steam Deck. That is it for this video. I hope that this stuff gets you excited like it's got me excited. I want to play the new game modes. I think the new game mode's what I'm most excited for. Let me know what you're most excited for. I know most people want that cage match sooner rather than later. They want all kinds of match types. I misspoke in an earlier video this week where I said people wanted a new game mode. They don't. They want match types. I want new game modes, Most people want match types. I apologize for the confusion. I thought we agreed more than we did. We do not. You want match. I think match types are great too. I think we should have more of everything. But yeah, I definitely misspoke there. I apologize for that, guys. Please get off my lawn. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoy this. There's going to be more videos coming. There's lots of great videos on this channel. Make sure you check them out. And Grave Diggers, keep digging.
Alright, like, subscribe, and watch another video, or be cursed. If you're cursed, that means the grave diggers will keep digging your graves. So you probably want to do it.